Hi, I'm Karthik Rannan. I'm the president of the Wall Street Club of BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. Yes, so the collaboration with XLR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives while they try to navigate the world of finance. I am happy that we will be able to close this workshop successfully on a very good note.
Hi, I am Raghunendra Singh and I am the Technical Director of the Wall Street Club at BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. It was a great amazing conducting this workshop with XLR. The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets, which was very helpful for the people who are interested in the field of finance, business or analytics in general. Thank you.
I attended a workshop conducted by CSA and ACM in collaboration with XLR. So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if XLR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
The journey was great. Initially, I thought that I was not proficient enough in Excel, but later I came to know there was no prerequisites for it, and then I applied for it, and it was a great course, and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
Good evening, myself Kavya Ganatra. I am from Computer Science Association. I was the POC for this ML workshop conducted by CSA and ACM in collaboration with XLR. The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with XLR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our technical fest Atmos, and I thank XLR for being a part of it. Thank you.
My name is Tasneem. I'm the senior manager at 98 percentile in the HR department. And today we did a wonderful drive with XLR. It was amazing right from the very beginning, from the very first day when I got in touch with them till today. I think it was an extremely smooth journey with them. There were multiple follow-ups done by the representatives in order to check that we would be, what time we would be coming, how many people would be coming, what vehicle we would get. To that extent, they were so precise in giving all the information to us. It was extremely great to get associated with them and have a drive at XLR campus. So we are very, very happy that we got a chance to do this. Now, coming to the students, what XLR had, I think they were extremely enthusiastic. They were well prepared. They were aware of what they are coming for. I think there was some back-end preparation which they did that was commendable. They also were very confident and they were open to any kind of thing we were asking them to do. That was I think the best part. Now, I really hope we have a very, very fruitful association with each one of them and XLR in future. We are really looking forward to have many more drives like this.
Hi everyone, my name is Prachi Sharma and I'm the Senior Project Manager for IT Department at 90th Percentile. So today we were here for this IT bootcamp, right, this technical drive and at XLR. So it was a great experience and I would feel that the students, they are the freshers, right, but it doesn't seem like that. So if I talk about their technical and cognitive ability, they all seems pretty good in that and that's what I felt. And I guess they have been taught pretty well at XLR, so that's how they have performed good in their aptitude and the technical tests. So I wish them all the best and it was a very great experience over here.
Hi, this is Patan, Technology Consulting Manager from 98th Percentile. We visited XLR for the campus placement drive and it went very well today. Miss Ambika, Miss Pragati, everyone received us greatly here and we had a lot of enjoyable time here. The students even had great experience with us. They were interactive, they had good aptitude and all the technological skills they showed. I think they were all well and we really appreciate their time that they spared to us and I think we will be doing a great job. We are expecting a lot of people to be hired from them. Let's see. It was a great experience altogether.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
From entering into the cyber tower to exiting out of this tower, the XLR team has been received me with such a care and pleasure.
I am the part of this XLR since 4 months. From the third month itself, they have conducted the placement sessions from the third month itself, and this is the fourth month, and this is the 90th percentile is one of the placement drive I have attended so far, and attending to this drive is such a good experience for me. All the HRs and the team made us feel very comfortable and confident.
XLR helped me a lot and I experienced a lot of things today. So I'm really hope to be placed in that company. I'm confident about that. Thank you.
I was very much interested in learning digital marketing course for a very long period of time, but I don't get a proper platform. So later for my college, I get to know about XLR and I enrolled in XLR course. It was really good experience. Our course has been taken by Mayur sir, and he was very good teacher. He not only focusing on theory part, he is doing how real digital marketing works. And it was in total very good experience. I get so much of knowledge. Here they're not only focusing on study, they are also conducting different exams to test our knowledge. And as we are giving the exam, so to appreciate our work, they give certificates for the toppers, and along with the certificate they give hampers. Thank you XLR.
Recently I was searching for digital marketing courses online in Google, and I came across XLR and I attended a digital marketing course which was for 15 days. My mentor Mayur helped me for attending these classes. So he is a very informative and helpful guy. In the course end there is a exam which I topped, so I came to the XLR office in Bengaluru. This digital marketing course has helped my career and my skills to develop, and the certificate has helped my company to join. Thank you XLR.
I came to know about this course from my college. Actually, for learning platform, this is very nice, and I learned from here ChatGPT and AI from online. Because he's teaching for me for AI generative and ChatGPT. We are using this technology in more. And after finishing the courses, I came for collecting the certificate. I seen the classrooms and faculties. Classroom is very nice. After the completion of exam, they will give gift and certificates. Thank you XLR for giving these courses. I learned a lot from this. I gained the more knowledge from here, and thank you for XLR for teaching us.
Right, good evening, guys. It's okay. So today's session is all about generative AI. Today we discuss about prompt engineering itself. So today we are going to start about the introduction part of how do these copilots behave and how do these copilots come across with various generative AIs. So first we'll go back and see that what are the generative AIs. And later on we'll come back with various generative AIs which are available in the market of the right. You can able to see that. Right. As a part of that, yesterday's class itself, or yesterday's session, which we discussed about prompt engineering. So today we practically do all the prompts related to that with various generative AIs which we are seeing in the markets. Like we work with the GPTs like chat GPTs, and we also work with Copilot over there, and we see some differences between this Copilot and the Google Gemini. So all that we are going to see in this session. So before going into a quick start of this, so I would like to give an intro related to these generative AIs. So what are these generative AIs and what point of time this generative AIs has been useful for that? Okay. So when we see into that context over here, okay. So these generative AIs are very much useful tool for in this new artificial intelligence practical usage of the prompts, which we are going to see that, okay. Because these generative AIs are loaded with multiple amount of data, okay, which can progress to large levels of the models. So we'll see that how much is the data has been trained with each and individual generative AIs in that case. So it's a big achievement for that of generative AI starts with that on early age on the capitals on that. So when you talk about that purpose and the scope of these AI generative AI technologies for that, okay. So this is a very vast technologies. While generative models come in different shapes, utilize various statistical computational techniques to convert or to target the largest various modularities ranging from the code or to the text to audio and to the videos itself. And so we generate the various prompts related to that, okay, in the form of text or in the form of videos or in the form of any other context from this. Okay, today we will see that image generations, all that from the text as well as from the audios or from the different articles. So all that we will visualize all that in practically for that context. So all that is coming out with some excessive data called as large language models of the data. Okay, these large language models, what is really the intuition of this developing these large language models? We'll see in the tomorrow's class itself. Okay, this LLM concept and what applications that copilots can give out the better enhancements to working with the prompts. So all that we'll see in the tomorrow class. Today class is completely related to that of that yesterday's class continuation of prompts itself. So how we give the prompts with the different generative ways and how do we capitalize that prompts for using various works and reduce the optimizations of working on that. So we'll all see that in this context. Okay, these LLMs are very much the background systems for the generative AI models particularly. So we were using several generative AIs likewise. Okay, we'll go and see that generative AIs. The basic part of these generative AIs is all about, I told you that it's all about searching of the data from a large language models. Okay, so these language models could be irrespective of your context which you're giving out, or it could be a context of generating various applications in the backend. Okay, so basically it applies in the backend called as large language models with the natural language processing of the data itself. So it helps us to develop with some natural language processing of the data, so mainly for that. Okay. So when you talk about that, it's able to predict the next word in the context. In this context, you can see that. Okay. So here is a word context telling out that. So based on the vocabulary, Mary add a little red, delicious, or some other things which is that. Okay. If that word is selected, when you see that probability of that word is very highest in that context, will be selected out over there based on the tokens which we are generating. I already explained that what are these tokens and what are these stemming and limitation techniques from NLPs itself in the first lecture itself. Okay, you can go through that. Okay, and we have a large language models training out with some probabilities on that context. Okay, this is a just some context of telling that how it appears for the model to pick up the next word itself. Okay, based on the probability of that. So it all comes with that sampling of the next word with the computations with the random. And next, initial prompt matters. So initially, what prompt you are giving out, that could be a big context of understanding of that. Okay. So next thing is that contextualizing this LLMS in terms of research. Okay, it could be any kind of things like it can undergo various machine learning predictions cases, or it could be any kind of model where you can predict that house prices for that linear models of it. So there are various accepts on that. Okay. And see, it's all running out with different kind of strategies called as deep learnings. Also one end. So the previous end is all about NLP, natural language processing, and here we have a deep learning as automated representing learnings. Okay, all that object models, which is the combinations which you are going to predict that. Okay, will be predicting down the based on the pixels ratios which you are training out the models. So this architecture, which the previously was a text of the structured data. Here we have unstructured data of the representation giving out to the predicted ML algorithms. So here you can see that typical deep learning networks recognizing the features that. So it's all about doing that kind of process by large language models and NMs for them. Okay. So we'll see that. Okay. First, we'll go and see that what is this Copilot is all about, and what are the majority of things like Copilot can process for the things. Okay. So let's go back and explore all that things first of all. Right. Okay, I think so. Okay. Now, if I type that copilot.microsoft.com, okay, so this will be appear to you as a state of mind. So first I'll log out all the accounts which are there in that. So what on what context, how well you give the prompts basically. Okay. So we'll compare with the different prompting technologies, because so this session is completely related to that generative how we give the prompts. Okay, based on yesterday's classes, how we are able to give the prompts on that. So as it defines that, it is one kind of Copilot GPTs itself. Okay, when you talk about GPT itself, GPT itself is a generative, okay, pre-trained transformer itself. Okay, what is that? Generative pre-trained transformer. So when you talk that generative pre-trained transformer, so this is a type of one kind of LLMs, okay, and the prominent framework for generative AI itself. Okay, they are artificial neural network, can be used in NLP or various process, and are used for based on the transformer. Okay, the transformer itself, what does this transformer do generally? It is doing from step down to step up over there. Okay, here also the same thing. Okay, from inputs transferred into an output of them. Okay, the input could be of any kind of context itself. Okay, these GPTs are based on the transformer architecture. That's what I'm telling that. It's a pre-trained on large data sets of unlabeled text. Unlabeled text is nothing but unsupervised text over there. Okay, it could be a combination of semi-supervised also. and able to generate the novel human-like content over there. Okay, these LLMs are the characters that are sometimes referred to broadly as GPTs over there. So when you talk about these GPT, because why you are talking about is that, so all the GPTs which now you are seeing out, okay, which we are seeing out is Copilot GPT, and we have a Chat GPT, and we have a Gemini AI over there. Okay, these are the most prominent from the usage of that. That's the reason I was listed on only three. There are plenty of GPTs available, guys. Okay. At the end of this session, like end of this FDP, we can also generate one kind of GPT over there and can publish also. Okay, that we'll see in that last session itself. Okay, we'll go through that in the context of this Copilot. So we'll go with Copilot Studio. Okay, Copilot Studio, Microsoft Code. Okay, this is a Copilot Studio where we develop our own Copilots over there. Okay, we develop our own Copilots over there. So that last session of that day, on that day, so we will develop our own Copilots and use that Copilots accordingly. Okay, I'll show you that at that end of that class. So now we are in the beginning of this Copilot, telling out that it's a Copilot is one kind of GPTs available in the markets. So these GPTs, how first these GPTs are launched. Okay, initially we start with an history of that how these GPTs has been launched in that context. Okay, what are the different GPTs which are available in the markets on it? Okay, so when you see that the first GPT was introduced in 2018 in the market by an OpenAI systems. Okay, and OpenAI has released with a very influential GPT foundation models, has been subsequently numbered to compromise with number of GPTs which are trained over there in that case. Okay, so the first and foremost that the motion region of time. Okay, you can see that GPT as a number. This series is itself is very. We have initially a Chat GPT over there. Okay, this Chat GPT which was first released over there. Okay, I think it released on, let me give that, it released on the time of 38th November 2022 itself. Okay, this was the first release of the GPTs over there. Okay, so that reached 100 millions in the first 5 days itself. Okay, that reached 100 millions in the first 5 days. So this GPT which was trained on is 3.5 of the GPT over there. But in this Copilot, we have GPT of 4 version available. Okay, you can see that if you click on this get this app over there, you can see that. Okay, so if you install this Copilot app also, you can see that these GPTs have that 4 version over there. Completely, it is GPT 4 version. But initially, the GPT came out with 3.5 version, which now we are using for the Chat GPT. I click on this Chat GPT. Okay, now we are using this Chat GPT over there. Okay, which is 3.5 version. That's the reason I am telling that this GPT-N tells that number of series has been available on that. Okay, and the most recently, okay, these are the at November over there. These have been launched this. Okay, and later on they came up with that. Okay, so these GPT, I told you that these pre-trained is the concept of unlabeled structures, which is in the form of semi-supervised learning itself. So everything which we are generating with the AIs itself, all are semi-supervised learning, guys, which are all are semi-supervised learning, which they are in the market nowadays itself. So these has got emerging technology like BERT, okay, and the pre-trained transformers over there. Okay, this pre-trained transformer of the GPT-1 was first introduced. You can see that, okay, at 2017 and 2018. But it is in the innovation of that, but not being published at that time, because it was in the paper of that. So when we talk about that, okay, with the versions context, this is GPT 3.5. Okay, where if you want to work on with this GPT-4 over there, you need to go for an upgrade of this plan over there. So, okay, what gives that advantage for this? I'll tell you that because I'm telling the differences between this Copilot to the GPT itself now. So we have entered into this version of Copilot. So when you see that we have a Copilot which is having Copilot versions of GPT-4. Okay, if you click on that Copilot as which GPT, and click on that. Okay, so you can see that Microsoft Copilot has a GPT-4 Turbo for free. Okay, which is a turbo free. Okay, means if you want to upgrade yourself for the Copilot also, we have an upgraded version called as Copilot Pro over there. That I'll explain that. Okay, no issues. But for the timeline, you remember that GPT-4 is a version which is turbo free used for Copilot over there, which is a free version. Till now, I didn't sign in on anything else itself. You can see that. This is the first block of your EX which is getting out. Okay. In this, we are using GPT-4, which is turbo free version. Right. Next thing, when you compare with this over there, okay. So it comes up with GPT-4 itself. To get GPT-4 in this chat GPT option, what happens for that? So you need to upgrade this plan with $20 per month. So what advantages we get over there? When you are using this chat GPT-4, we are using this chat GPT-4 of free in Copilot over there. Okay. If you want to get this, all these points over there are available in this Copilot for the free over there. So that's a big advantage of using this Copilot instead of using this chat GPT OpenAI. Okay, chat GPT initially built up by a company called as OpenAI, which is the biggest chain market after the first OpenAI introduced over there. Okay. And next, when you see that, these are the features available. So it can able to access GPT-4 or most capable model and browse, create your and use GPTs. Access to additional tools like DALI, browsing, advanced data analysis, and more. Data analysis itself tells that you can able to generate the data usage by Excel sheets and also use that data in the Excel formats also. That's the biggest advantage of using all that things. So there is another GPT of 4 versions, but it's all about your team over there. Okay. So because this is an individual and this is for the team of 4 persons per month. So likewise, you're getting all that. Okay. So if you want to upgrade the plan, you have a DALI over there. You need to have a DALI over there. Okay. What is DALI? When you click on this, what is DALI over there? Okay. Generally, what is DALI? Okay. DALI is an AI system that can create realistic images and art from a description natural language. So then this GPT, which is available in this 3.5, which doesn't have any DALI features itself. That's what it's telling that, which doesn't have any DALI features. So this ChatGPT cannot develop images itself. That's you need to remember, guys. This ChatGPT cannot develop images. It can only develop that interactions and history based on the prompt which you are giving out over there. Based on the prompt which you are giving out. So, but here we have an option of generating the DALIs or the images in the Copilot over. Okay. So let me talk about this Copilot. Okay. So first, because I have introduced this GPTs over there. First initial GPT was a chat GPT from an OpenAI, which was launched on 38th November 2022. Okay, that is a big history creation. Okay, which attracted with 100 millions over there. Okay, which attracted with 100 million users with the first 5 days, which are reached and happened the fast growing happened in the history till now itself. Okay. So let me go back into this Copilot initially and explain you all that your UX process systems. Okay, in that Copilot GPTs, we have a totally 5 options to select on, like for what purposes you were looking out for. Suppose you were looking out for fitness trainer part. Suppose you are looking out for fitness trainer point of that. Okay. So you can click on this option. Like, suppose you want related to any cooking related histories of that. You can choose this. Okay. If you are looking for the vacational planner, you can choose out. Okay. If you are looking for any designer images, like you can choose that. Or if you are looking for any kind of prompt which you want to give that, okay, you can choose for the Copilot. So before going into that, I would like to tell that this Copilot is completely free over there, which is Copilot over there. Okay, this Copilot is completely free on the context over there. So let me explain that what are that available in this Copilots onto this. Okay, when we compare with this GPTs. Okay, this is only will compare with this chat GPT till the first 10-15 minutes. Later on, we connect with this Copilot to the Gemini server because this Copilot has nowhere compatibility with this GPT over there with 3.5. If you want to compare this GPT with the Copilot, you need to upgrade with the GPT-4 only. Then only you can able to compare with this. Otherwise, there is no comparison between this GPT and Copilot over there. Okay, right. Let me talk about this Copilot. Copilot is a GPT-4 for the free version over there. And next, Copilot gives the history related to that when you are using that sign-in. So that we'll see that. Okay. And that limited votes, I'll tell you that. Just before that, I just want to give an info related to the comparison of this. So like what is Copilot and what are that versions available in the Copilot, all that things I'll tell you. Right. So when you talk about this over there, okay. So when we compare these three kind of things like Copilot, Chat GPT, and the Google Gemini for that, okay. So this Chat GPT was the first initial GPT's models, which is generative pre-trained transformer models. So which has 1 million users for reaching out in the first 5 days of it. So this is very game changer over there in the market with the GPTs over there, which is a game changer in the market, guys. So the time required to reach all this, like when you talk about the Instagram itself, the time taken to reach 1 million over there, okay. So 1 million over there is 2.5 months over there. So time reach for the Twitter to reach 100 million over there, or 1 million if you talk that, it's 2 years. But when you see that ChatGPT has reached 1 million baggers and book downloads, all that any kind of context is online service, it's just a 5 days itself. It's just a 5 days market on that. So that's a good overwhelming responses by throughout the world over there. Okay, throughout the world, that's a over responses because so when you see that it has reached to that many millions because of its large language models and the quick responses coming out from the data. So when you talk about that input limit for the data sets, so like input text of the contents, like So this is a chat GPT 3.5 and that is GPT-4. So this has only 3,000 limit and this has 25,000 of the limit. Okay, that has 25,000 limits. So when you want to upgrade that, we need to purchase with the $20 per month. Right. Next, coming into this Copilot, guys. Okay, I told you that Copilot is not at all free for every kind of options where which I'm showing out over there, guys. Okay, every kind of option which I'm showing out over there, it's not at all free for that in the timeline. So when you see that Copilot, Copilot Pro, and Copilot for Microsoft 365, these are the three models available in the market right now. These are the three models which are available for individuals or for the organization benefits, any kind of things. When you see that, so it has its own advantages and depending upon their usage itself. So depending upon their usage or all that things, so it can be used upon that context. Like, okay. So when you talk about these kind of things, like we have a GPT Pro over there, okay, which is versions which is available to that. And also we have a Copilot Pro and we have a Copilot Microsoft 365 over there. Okay. So the dots which you are showing out, like foundational capabilities, like when you want to browse on with histories related to the data, suppose I browsed, or suppose I have given the prompt related to the issues, anything else. So I want to use that kind of prompts related to that. So you can use that for a number of times on that. It has been available with free of cost in the three sectors when you see that. And the next is web grounding. So web grounding gives that when the usage of the data which are stored out can be used for multiple kind of rewrites of that. Okay. I'll show you that what is the multiple kind of reroutes. So that you can use that in the free of cost also. Next, commercial data protection is available anytime. And the priority model access. Priority model access itself tells that suppose you want to use a Copilot over there and the Microsoft Word over there. So it's not possible to that. Okay. So in this case, it's not possible to use that Copilot in Outlook, Word, or Excel, anything else for the free versions. You can use that in the Copilot Pro and you can use that in the Microsoft 365 on that context. So this is very much available. You can use that in any context. Next is Copilot in Teams. Okay, Teams means Microsoft Teams. You know that your Microsoft Teams is one kind of applications connecting with the different kind of peoples available that in that with the meetings, all that. So we have a Microsoft Graph grounding. These help us to interact with the cloud technologies also. In the Microsoft, we have a one cloud technology called as Azure over there. Okay, we have a Azure over there. So that kind of cloud technology also can be connected over this. That is where that grounding with the Microsoft Graphs can be available. And next is enterprise grade data protections. Like enterprise means, and for the organization's benefits, when you want to use that, okay. So you can use that and connect with that applications, all that things. We have our institute MS365 account, which Copilot function we can use that. So if you are in the axis of this, so okay, you can only use Copilot free version, and you can use this Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote without Copilot Pro itself. So you're telling this Microsoft 365 version, which is not been available with these three. Means that is Microsoft 365, which is a basic version. Okay, which is a basic versions like a Copilot free version in this context. You are not been coming out with this Copilot Pro category, or you're not coming out with this Copilot for Microsoft 365 category also. Okay, that is a basic version which can be used to develop, analyze, and the designer options. I like a designer options. I explained in the first class of the PowerPoint presentation. And these what add-in options can be available in that. And we can use this Excel analyze options. I'll show you that. That's the only advantage which you can get. And you can also get this Outlook summarizations options for your Microsoft 365 version, guys. Okay. So you cannot use this Pilot Pro and this Pilot 5 365 itself. Okay, you are still in the basic version itself. Okay. So you need to get these pilots in every sector. Like you can get the pilots in Outlook, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote. You need to upgrade for the Copilot Pro itself, guys. Okay. In the same timeline, okay, now you have Microsoft 365. If you purchase with this Copilot Pro, then you get all advantages related to that. Okay, right. So like this, Copilots has different versions. Okay, I told you that in Copilot, everything is purchased over there. Right, okay. How to enable add-ins in MS PowerPoint. I'll show you that in a couple of minutes. I'll show you that. I'll show you in that MS PowerPoint. I'll show you that in the Word document. I'll show you that in the how to analyze the data in Excel also. Like how can we create the pivot tables, all that things without looking out for the data or with an AI system. So I'll show you that. Just give me a minute. So now we have a Copilot for different categories on that context. Okay. Suppose Copilot for life, like for the browsing related to the issues, you need to have at least Windows 11 and the Edge and the Bing. So now we are telling the name called as Copilot itself, but initially it was called as Bing itself. Initially it was called as Bing over there, like what Google were called as Bard over there. Okay, we call that as a Bing. Okay, Google Gemini now it was previously called as Bard. Likewise, we have a Bing over there with the Microsoft. Now they called as pilots over the Copilots. Because pilot itself can be run out over there, but it is this pilot is connection with multiple operations over there, like this kind of multiple operations. So that's the reason it is called as co-pilots over there. Okay, it is used for productivity, and it is suppose you want to work on for the data and analytics. We have an option called Microsoft Fabric. And suppose you want to work on for business applications, you have option for Dynamics 365. And for the security, we have a Copilot security. And if you want to generate the Copilot for sales, service, and departments, we have these kind of options over there. Right. Next, I'll show you that. So now someone is asking related to like what is that question? I forgot that. How to enable add-ons in MS PowerPoint over there. So you can add on that. I'll show you that. So we are still in the PowerPoint over there. So now you want to use this add-ons for that. Okay, you just go to add-ons. Only these add-on options will available in the 365 for that. So you can go to add-ons over there. Suppose you want to use any kind of add-ons like data. Okay, exploration of the data, or suppose you want to get an add-on of Power BI data. Everything you can use that, everything on the data. Like these are the Power Autopilot if you want to use it. Or suppose you want to use that render, bio render, or the figures or pixel bio PPT timer, insert the timer into a PPT or pixel forms. Like anything like classroom tools, which are very handy for that. Okay, can be used upon this context, like you can use these add-ons for that. Okay, Okay, likewise, you add this and just click on it. Now we have that add-on option available called as designer. Okay, it's a defaultly available for this. You are asked that we have Microsoft 365 versions. Okay, the advantage of getting this Microsoft 365 version is that you will have a designer option in the PowerPoint itself. So I'll show. I've seen that designer options. So for this, you can choose that any designer. Okay, if I click on new slide over there, now choose out some topic related to the issues over there. Okay. Now I want to choose some topic related to the issues. So if you're not getting that add-on options over there, guys, the only option is to go for this options. Okay, click on add-ins here. Okay, click on these add-ins. So here you can manage your add-ins accordingly. Okay, you can select this PowerPoint add-ins and just to go over there. So add new. Okay, likewise, you can use these add-ins. By default, you get these add-ins. Okay, by default, you can get these add-ins in the settings. Okay, right. Now, I told you that you can set this designer option automatically. It arrives when you are using MS 365 over there. Okay, when you are using this MS 365. Right now, I want to make a text related to something, and I want to use some designer options over there. Okay, it will generate the answers related. Now, artificial intelligence. So now now I want to use these designer options according to the plan. See that I didn't, I just entered that words related to the artificial intelligence. Now we are getting an options to analyze that answers related to that. Okay. Here likewise, you can use this designer options over there. There are several designer options available in that markets for this. So just thing is that don't do a big kind of designing anything on that of your choice. You can customize that by the designer option here. The only thing is that you write your content, what you want to establish in your PowerPoint itself. Okay, if you are having this MS 365, you can use that designer options accordingly. Okay. So this is where that designer option is available in this PowerPoint over there. Okay, let me go and explain these options in the Word also. In the Word, we have options like R2 Copilot, where you can use that in the add-ins over there. I'll tell you that first. So I think yesterday I explained this a little related to that. How do it develop on that add-ins? Just a second, it's loading on. Yeah. So this is your Word document over there. Okay. Now you want to get some add-ons and which can develop its own prompts over there. So just go to add-ons over there. Okay. Add-ons options will be available. If not, you can see. Okay. You can select this R2 Copilot Power GPT's add-ons over there. Okay. You can add this Copilot over there. So just click on this. You'll get this R2 Copilot, which you have been added for that. So what kind of advantage it gets that it can generate its own task for us. So it's still loading. Just we'll wait a couple of seconds to get that. So it's one kind of AI chatbots which have been available in the add-ons. You can choose different add-ons, guys. But if you purchase that Copilot Pro over there, suppose you purchase the Copilot Pro with a $20 subscription, you will get Copilot option automatically here itself. For every cases, like for the Teams and for your Microsoft Word and for your Excel and for your Outlook, everywhere you get the Copilot here when you purchase this Copilot Pro over there. Okay, I have explained this suppose give me a list of countries in India. Let it generates or not. Let me try that. Okay, I'm not sure that it generates or not, because it's just a add-ins which I plugged down. Okay, it's all called as plugins over there. Generally, we call as plugins in terms of generative AIs. Okay, in terms of generative AIs, we call it just as a plugins. Instead of looking for that source over there, it takes little bit of time. The Copilot as okay, yeah, we got it. Just copy and the paste here. Just copy over there and paste here. Right, see that? So it automatically generated over there. See that? It automatically gets generated from the editor. Now you can ask a quick questions or quick actions related to it. Now I got this. What is the count of it? What is the count of states? I want to get that. So where do it takes the data? Right. It takes the data based on the provided source, that because the source is always available with it. Okay. The India is based on the provided source. The count of the states in India is 28, which is listed out over there, which is very clearly over there. Okay. Likewise, you can use this. I think you are able to see that, guys. This is one kind of add-on itself, guys. So it's not a Copilot over there, but I'm nowhere aware with the Copilot over there because I don't have any kind of license. Suppose you feel like that, okay, instead of using this Copilot of that license is not available, you can use this add-ins of the Copilots over there. Suppose as a quick sense, you want to generate say letter. Okay, you want to generate say letter like okay, generate a letter to a manager stating that stating that to leave and no. So see, let me take that. So what does it understands? We see that because I given in a different context over there. Okay, instead of telling that write a resignation letter stating out to a manager. So I've given in a different context, like whether it's understand or that, because it's just a preview model for this Copilot over there in that word which is available in the add-on section itself, guys. It's down, not a directly Copilot over there. Let it we explore that on the things over there. Okay. So these Copilots are little time taking over there, guys. We'll do all the time taking steps for now, and we'll decide that which Copilots has giving a better understanding for that moment. So, like which context it gives a better understanding for. So it is still taking a time over there. Just wait for a couple of minutes. Yeah. Yeah. Now it understands that related to that which we are talking about that. Okay. So which we are talking about that. Yes, I nowhere given out that related to resignation directly itself, guys. See that generate a letter to a manager stating that to leave an organization. It understand directly that this letter is completely related to that. Okay, resignation form itself. Like that, it comes directly over there, guys. Is that fine? Likewise, okay, you're nowhere taken the advantage of writing that for your own words in that. It takes time and so it takes that all the things. Okay. It is all about that Copilot itself, guys. The vote. So next we'll explore that Copilot in the Excel itself. Is it okay with that vote itself, guys? Any other queries? Yeah, then, right. We'll connect with Excel. Just give me a minute. Right. Okay. So we have a data like this. I think it's just a minute. Yeah. Now you got it. Okay. We have a data like this. Okay. What is data? I'll explain that. Okay. This is a sales report data. Okay. Stating out that with the customers over there, like men's of the customer ID and order ID and the gender and the age and what is their age group for that matter and the date of that order and which is that month of that and whether the status of the order is delivered and through which channel they were ordered over there and what is this order serial numbers for that and what kind of category and what is the size for that and next parameters is that shipping location and the shipping states and the postal code and this on the data is available like whether its order is available or yes guys right this is one kind of Excel data. So now we need to analyze these data over there. Now we need to analyze these data completely. We don't have any kind of options to check like listing out this match of the data. See that. Okay. We can't see this money of 30,000 over there. Okay. Now we need to analyze all this data. What we have an option? We have an option like in the MS365 guys. Someone told that we have an MS365 for that. Okay. What kind of advantage they get? You can see that. So you have an option called as analyze data. Okay, we have an option called analyze data. So it takes complete data over there and looking out for analysis over there. Okay, this is only available in Microsoft 365 itself, guys. Those who have purchased this Microsoft 365 or Copilot for Microsoft 365 are only available option over there. So those who are looking for the free over there, so just they can go for this add-ins. Okay. Just click on this spreadsheet of AA. Okay, spreadsheet AA over there. Just they can look out for the spreadsheet of AA. Okay, this is where they can get that. Okay. Now I got some analysis on the data like this. So analysis states that like it shows different graphs related to that. So now you want to see this analysis. Just insert pivot table. Just click on insert pivot table. So So here you can see that, okay, pivot tables data is completely analyzed with it. See that. So now I am able to see this. Okay, now I am able to see that. Okay, month is not like, now I can able to see that data which are available to this. Like how much is that men contribution and how much is that women contribution of the sum of the index values. Or if you want to take that index values to that amount currencies, right? Index value to the amount, you can see that. Okay, this much is the amount spent by the man and this much is the amount spent by the woman. So this is not generated by me. It is analyzed data over there, guys. Now it will be saved out in the separate sheet. Just to go to the data. There are various, see that there are various analysis of the data available. Okay, you can see this kind of analysis of the data, like various analysis of the data. You can check out. Just double click that. Okay, it also generates me the complete category of data over there. It also generates me the complete category of applications of the data where we can use that over there. Yeah, this is all about your analysis of the data completely. Okay. So in this way, you can analyze that in the Excel formats. Like, okay, suppose you want to see that delivery accounts for the majors. So it has been completely available that how much is the data returned, how much is the data amount cancelled, refund, like any kind of things are shown by analyzing the data completely by this Microsoft 365 version. Okay, guys. Now we just go back into this Copilot and what we can do now, we'll explore that things. Right, I told you that this Copilot is a which is free version, okay, of ChatGPT 4. Okay, we have another version of Copilot Pro itself, guys, which is not free. Okay, where you need to pay at least $20 itself, which is Copilot Pro. So let me check that Copilot Pro and what is this advantage we are getting that. So I told you that Copilot had a free version which is ChatGPT 4 Turbo for free itself. Turbo 4 for free. Now what is Copilot Pro can give you? Okay, what is this Copilot? Okay, this Copilot Pro has 2,000 per user, which is $20 per month. Okay. Okay, what does it gives an advantages that now you can check that. Okay. Okay, what kind of advantages that? For everyone who wants to find robust information, create unique contents without any plagiarism, that also we'll see. Can use this Copilots over there, guys. And for the Copilot Pro, gets the priority access to GPT-4 and GPT-4 Turbo even during the peak times for the fast performance over there. Okay, generally we see that Copilot lagging is available over there. Okay. Copilot lagging is available means that is very peak hours with the usage of the Copilot. So you may not get the responses very quickly on the data of Copilot. So in that, what does means that? It means that we are running out in the peak hours itself. Okay. And next, build your own Copilots. GPT is trained for individual needs and interests. That's what the advantage mainly that Copilot Pro has. This is very important line, guys. Okay, this is very important line which we want to find out all this. Okay, it has an advantage of what is that advantage, guys? of generating our own copilots over there. Okay, generating our own copilots, it has an advantage for that. Next, it uses text, voice, and images in conversational search over there. Next, create and edit AI images with 15 boosters per day over there. Okay, this is limited to 15 and this is limited to 100 daily over there. And next, Copilot, I told you now, just now itself. If you are purchasing this Copilot Pro itself, you have an advantage of using this Copilot in different apps like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook over there. Okay, all these Copilot versions are being available in this categories like and use plugins and GPTs over there. Okay, where we can develop a little bit of copilots from our own, but we cannot publish all the things over there. Okay, see that this line is synced to this line. Okay, use these plugins and GPTs over there instead of using that all the tools over there. Okay, so this is where the advantage comes out with this. Okay, where can I access Copilot Pro? You can access simply just like where this Copilot Pro has been accessing over there. So now we will so other advantage is that the only advantage getting out is that you can build your own copilots over there. Okay, and the copilots can be used for various tasks over there. Copilots can be used for various tasks such as it can be used for Word, Excel, all that by analyzing that things. Okay, fine. So I told you that DALI is inbuiltly available in the Copilot Pro. Let me see that whether it's not available or not. So initially I am not signing on that itself. So initially I was not signing. So can I ask a few questions? Okay. In that conversation, like prompting style, we have 3 options also that I want to tell that. So we have an option called as more creative, and we have an option called as more balanced and more precise for that. So these 3 options are very different options because that all the characters are limited to 4,000 itself. The inputs which you are limiting to the characters are 4,000, but only for the balance we have 2,000. It will directly default and restricted to more balance. Just you need to go to more creative over. So what is these 3 differences that? So the answers where you need a prompts of answers which are very unique over there. Okay, you can go for that more creative with it. No, your answers should be balanced, can be not too confused with any others, and can be understood by each and individual person. So we can go for more balanced and more precise itself. It tells that the answers which are generated by that are very much accurate over there. Okay, if you are looking for any medical related to the issues of the prompts, you can go for more precise because it's related to the humans itself. So if you are more balanced to getting any kind of answers which you can generate, you can go to more balanced. Okay, these are the 3 options available. And I told you that these are the Copilot GPTs which are available for that. Okay. So next thing I want to tell that you have notebook for that characters. Okay, here if your input prompt is more than 4,000 words over there. Okay, if your input prompt is more than 4,000 words, then what to do? Okay, then what to do? I told you that ChatGPT has only 3,000 words of the limit. ChatGPT has only 3,000 of the limits. So now this Copilot has advantage of getting 4,000 limits of the words. So in this context, suppose you want to use more than 4,000 words, just go to notebook over there, which gives an advantage of giving 18,000 words over there. Okay, which is an advantage of 18,000 words, guys. But this notebook is still in preview, guys. Okay, it might make some mistakes over there. This notebook is still in preview and can make an amount of mistakes itself. So next thing is that what is the advantage of signing in? Sir, why to sign in, sir? Because we can generate the answers like, yes, I can generate that. I want what is quantum mechanics on that case. I want a quantum mechanics for that purpose. So if I ask that, it will generate the answers related to quantum mechanics. So we'll compare with this GPTs also just in a couple of minutes on time. Today we'll compare that in the next class, and today we'll go to understand that improvisation of the prompts with it. So it is generating a few kind of prompts, which is very simple, and it gives that information related to that. Okay, the generation of the prompts, which are being timelined over there. Okay, based on that, your internet speed and how well you prompt is very important over there. Okay, it is taking a little bit of time to that. Okay, so what did I ask that? What is quantum mechanics? After that, I've listed out a question mark over there. See that. After that, I listed out a question mark over there. See that. That is very important because it tells that, okay, and every character in the prompt is very important. Okay, said I discussed that. Every character in that prompt is sliced down into tokens and gets an understanding of the meanings. So I believe you mean to ask about quantum mechanics. Yes, my spelling is completely wrong over there. Okay, and it corrected automatically. Yes. Now it explains that quantum mechanics is a fundamental theory of physics that describes the behavior of the nature of the atom. And this is the only generative AI which gives that reference links for your data. Like where we see that these references are available in the journals, all that. The same kind of context it is been generating on. The same kind of context it has been generating. It gives that references link based on that context, but it has been taken down. Suppose you want to click on that reference input. You can click that and can also use that. Okay. Can also use that references link for any other purposes over the guys. It is generating that references link and can be used for, and also it gives quantum mechanics as the structure of the study of classic physics. Okay. And the other advantage is that it is able to generate that figures itself, guys. It is able to generate that figures on that case. See that. It is also able to generate the figures where ChatGPT doesn't have the capability of generating the figures in 3.5 over there, like GPT 3.5 versions. And it gives all that links which you can wrap up all the things. Now you want to explore this, means export this. Now I am writing, I didn't sign in over this. See that. I want to get this kind of another prompt over. I have typed that. I'm using these prompts over this. See that. So it is not asking me to sign in itself, guys. Because it has an advantage of giving that small language prompt till now. Okay, I'll stop you. You can also stop somewhere and use that. Okay. Now I want some other information. Okay. What a real with this quantum mechanics. So still, we'll wait for a couple of that. Still, it asked for the sign. Why did it ask for the sign in itself? Okay, the advantage of getting that is that okay, it generates the answers. You can stop it anywhere you want. Okay, just stop. Okay, the advantage of using that. Okay, can you list out with 1500 lines of let me see that whether it's able to list out. Okay, it's not able to listing out. It already telling that I'm sorry, but I'm not practically to provide the 15 lines of real-time use cases for that. Okay, of quantum mechanics related to the issues of this. So likewise, okay. Okay, it still generates a prompt which you want that useful cases with. Okay, right. What is that? It is telling that you have reached the conversion limit for today. Signing to continue your chart. So how many prompts till now we are given? Let's see that. This is one prompt. This is second prompt. And this third prompt. And this is fourth prompt. So only 4 prompts I have given. Okay. Okay. It can be restricted to, I think, with the 10,000 of the characters for that. So it is telling that, okay, you are reached for today with 4 by 4 over there. Okay. It is 4 by 4 over there. Means only 4 prompts with the free are encouraged over there by Copilot over there. Again, you need to sign in over there. And the other advantage is that you may not be seen any kind of history related to that where it is saved because we didn't sign in over there. Now it has an advantage of signing history related to that. History related to the content, which is that. So let me log in with my 5 seconds. So any queries you can put in the chat. Can we get data set link? Which data set link? I didn't get you. Just be clear with that question. I didn't get much. Right. Okay. Now we are signed in with that. Okay. Now what gets an advantage with this? Okay. Now I'm going with any domain for analysis. Yeah. Yeah. You can get that. Suppose you want to go for. Okay. I'll go for balanced on that. Okay. Let me check that. Right. So I want sets related to okay. So all the data sets links are available. See that if you click on this, okay, you can get that energy consumptions data set link out from the Kaggle directly. I think the question satisfies for you. Okay, just you can click on that link which is available. Okay, or you can access by you. Anything is fine. You can access by that over there, or you can click on that links. It will go directly redirected to your Kaggle for what kind of topics you want to select out of. Is it fine for you or anything you want required? Okay. Okay, that's what that advantage it gets upon that. Okay. Now I want to export these. Okay. Now I want to export these over there. You can click on this export. Okay. You want these links to export in the PDF. You can click on this and export to PDFs and save that PDF over there. Like any kind of data which you want to exploit over there can be exported in any kind of formats. It has been saved completely. Okay. Anywhere you want to save that, it has been saved. It is not working with R2 Copilot. R2 Copilot is just a add-in, guys. Okay, it's just a add-in. It's not defaultly linked with the your Axis with your Copilot directly. It's just a add-in, or we call it just a plugin itself. Okay, it is just a plugin where we use that to retrieve a small kind of queries from the data itself. It's nowhere connected with your real-time data over there. Okay, this Copilot is connected with your real-time data, which you can work on with this. Okay. Okay, let me give one prompt which I want to ask that. Okay. Let me give this a single prompt like. So I'll go with a new topic. Okay. In a creative manner, I want to ask few questions. Like develop a plan. Okay. For a product launch. Develop a plan for the product launch. Okay. So these ChatGPTs, when you compare that, it takes several times to develop the prompt itself. Means the time taking factors is little I over there. The time taking factor is little I. But it's precisely gives the answers related to it. So please clarify that how to overcome plagiarism using Copilot. Okay, what to overcome that? So the data which is coming out from that are plagiarism free data, guys. First, we'll go and check that also. So the tomorrow class is completely related to that, all that, checking out the plagiarism and checking out the word count related to issues. Okay. And also image generation and how much time it takes that generate that images. And also we also compare with the different generative AI also. That is what tomorrow we'll go and see that. Like, please stick that question for tomorrow. Today we are going with generative AI is related to Copilot issues itself, right, Srikar? I hope you that could help tomorrow. Please stick on with that. I'll show you that. How do we overcome using the Copilot to get writing that research articles with it? That's what your question means. That I think so. Okay. So I got a prompt like this, stating out that. Okay, what does it states that? I want to develop a plan for the product launch. It is giving a certainly develop a plan for a product launch involves several key steps. There is high level plan that you can customize according to market research, product readiness, market strategy, and sales strategies, launch timeline, and logistics, all that. Okay. So now I have not given any kind of product launch related to the issues. I have given a topic. It's just a task which is given out. I didn't give any kind of content related to that. So only thing you need to understand is that the perfect Copilot prompt is such a way that there is a combination of task plus content plus format plus tone plus role and example. These are the things which you want to consider. And next we'll write another thing is that, okay. So we'll relaunch with a new topic over there. Okay, that topics history are save here or not. Let's see that. Rephrase this. Okay, I'll launch in the personal accounts because you don't have this organization. I'll switch to my personal account. You maybe understand. Right. So I'll do that same thing which I want to do that. Develop. So plan for the product launch. So every time you see that, okay, it gives some unique way of giving that responses. See that initially the responses getting out in the previously was that not same related to that, but a kind of different responses is generated every time because it looks for the new content over there. Okay, the responses see that, and you will get this that kind of storage over there. Okay, this is what the history is being stored over there for you. Okay. So I have not given anything else to the new launch of the product. I want to give a new topic related to that again. Okay, this is already saved over there. What I do, develop a plan for a product launch. Okay, next, what is that? Now I'm providing some additional information. The launch is for a new tech product. It is smart watch focused on health and fitness. Okay. Develop a plan for that product launch. The launch is for the new product, new tech product is a smartwatch. Okay. Product, new tech product is smartwatch focused on. Okay. So if you want to go for a next line itself, what you do, guys, don't press enter. If you press the enter itself, guys, if you want to go for the next line, okay, if you want to go for the next line, don't press the enter itself. You press shift plus enter over there. You can go to next lines over this. Shift plus enter. Don't press on enter directly. Enter is directly sending out the prompts over there. Or you can click on that. Is it clear? Right. So now I am giving some additional information related to that. Okay, now I am giving that to generate that new product launch according to that prompt which you are giving out. Okay, you can see that it has been saving with the smartwatch launch plan. See that. Okay, here if you want to edit that title of yours, can be edited here in this history over there. Or if you want to delete that, or you can delete. Or you want to export this, click on export over there. Okay, in what way you want to export this? Okay, in what way? You want to explore that in the Word document way. Yes, it is exporting and will be shown out completely. Just give me a second to explore that. File exported and images may not export over there. You can view that. Okay, in the OneDrive.ms, it will be directly linking that to the OneDrive and it will be open directly to you. Okay, you have written this question and the Copilot is generating these kind of answers. Okay, it is where it's the document is very neat and clean where you can see that. Okay, you can see that the document is very neat and clean and you can get that responses very clearly for the data. Okay, so that will be exploited. If you want to exploit in another share also, you can share that. If you want to share this with someone, okay, the Copilot Microsoft automatically creates that OneDrive link automatically to you. Okay, it saves that OneDrive link to you and you can able to save that OneDrive link accordingly. Okay, you can use that and just to copy this link and can be shared to anyone else if you want to share with that same document. So now I want to add something for this data. Okay. Okay. The other thing is that you will want to read this data. You can read that. Okay. It will read that data completely to you.
Pre-launch phase. Market research. Understand your target audience, their needs and preferences. Analyze competitors and identify your unique selling proposition, USP. Product development. Finalize the design, features, and functionality.
Okay. Likewise, you can see that reading out the document with a loud voice, with a clear voice over there. Okay. Now I want to add a little bit of the future to it. Okay. Now I want to add a little bit of future. Just I will go and click on this, edit or rewrite, anything is fine. So click on this, what I want to add that with the same data. Because till now I have seen that first one is task. Okay. Next, this is where the format which you listed out, or the content which I got. And I want to format this with according to that. Okay. I want to format this accordingly. Next, what I write that I want to get this presentation in the table itself. To present the plan in a table with a detailed and step-by-step, explanation below. Right. So previously, the same question which I taken down. Okay, the same question I have taken down and using that. Now what I am asking that the prompt to give that. Okay. Explanation below. Okay. Develop a product for the product launch. The launch is for the new product, new tech product. A smartphone focused on health and fitness. Present the plan. Okay, already it has generated the plan, guys. Now I don't want this plan to be ready like this, because I want a plan to exchange that in the Excel format over there. Okay, I want to extend this plan or detail of the table in the Excel format. So what I do, I was asking for the step-by-step procedure in the table. Let's click on the next. See that it generates that prompts in the table-wise manners clearly, which is pretty clear that and understanding and can be used that in the table format, which cannot be done in any other prompts over there. Any other generative AIs cannot be done with such kind of promptings. So what I have explained, asked for that, develop a plan. So I was asking for the develop a plan over there for a product launch. What is that product? I'm asking that this is a task. First one is what? A task. Task to develop. And the content is, the launch is for the new product of this with an health and fitness for the readers. And this is the content. And the format is format to present that in a table with the detailed step-by-step explanation. Okay, this is what I have given that. What is that? when you want to get this perfect Copilot applications, you need to give that what is your task, clearly explain that task, plus that content. The content could be anything else. You can add the content, or you can delete the content, or you can upgrade the content, anything else. And the format. And the format. Now you got the format itself. See that it is very clearly explained that in the table wise. Like pre-launch, what is that pre-launch over there? And what is that tabular columns need to be face, step, and the description. Pre-launch market research and the product research and the branding, market strategy, content, all that. You can see that. Now, I want to make that in a precise format. Now the format is good. It is created the table. Now the format is good. But that too, I want to change that format. So I want to get that in the 5 rows for that. Okay, it's not like that. I want to get it. I want to just customize it accordingly. Just to go to the previous prompt and click on rewrite. You will get that answer the prompt here. Just what I need to add. Present a plan in the table. Okay, with already given detailed with I'll write maximum 5 rows. This is the format. I was suggesting that. I give the prompt again. So in the previously, when you observe that the prompting is little difficult to understand, the common things. It's a common. It is very difficult to understand that kind of prompt itself. Because that prompt, the format is good, but it is somewhere lagging with some kind of things over there. And now you're getting out that prompt very clearly. That this is a way of giving out the prompt is very clear way over there. Okay, now I got the prompt very precisely and clearly. See that. I just asked it about the 5 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay, like pre-launch. First, the market preparation of the pre-launch and the finalizations and the awareness and the interest and the official introductions and the pre-launch for that. Okay, which is very clear. And the understanding is also very clear that for that pre-launch of that. Okay, you can see that proportion, launch, post-launch, and the evaluations. Okay, till now what we have seen that it's all doing that in the smart launch applications only. Till now what we are given that we are given that text or sorry task, the content, and the format. Now the format is also very clear. Now that you want to add the tone itself, like okay. Now you want to add a tone related to that. Okay, like tone means in the professional tone over there. Okay, which you want to add. Now you can add that in this. Where you want to go that again, I want to rewrite this. Just go to and edit option. You'll get that. Okay. What is that tone? Right. Okay. Write in a professional tone, but easy to understand. But it is to understand. So this is what we are giving out like prompt. Let's see that how well it has been able to get this kind of prompt in serious fashion. Like what I till now what I have added that the prompt, I added the task, content, and the format. Okay, I've added the content, task plus content plus and the format and the tone itself. Now I have added the tone for that. Now, what is that? Actions, it has been taken down for this. See that responses. Certainly, here is a streamlined plan, okay, for a product. Okay, product launch of your health and fitness focused in the smart time. Okay, the tabular form with 5 rows below the table, then detailed step by step. With the, that's a provisional yet. That's a provisional yet easy to understand over there. Okay, it is telling that it is been provisional. Now the thing is that now you want to export these kind of tables for the matters. So it's not available in the chat GPT or any other platforms over there. So now you want to export these kind of suppose I give the same kind of context over there in the GPT. What does that responses you can find out. See that, okay. It's not able to generate that the table, okay. It is generating the table, but not such clear in understanding, but the response is very fast. Okay. Now you want to export this data over there. Okay. There is no option to export, only the option to copy itself. Export and copy doesn't mean to the same. And the task is different which you are given. So that's the advantage we get to you. So now you want to export this data like the tabular data. Where do you click on? You just click on edit in Excel. See that. All the data which has been generated from the Copilot can be easily explored outwards. Can be easily export outwards over there, guys. Right? You can easily export this content over there. See that. We got this content very clearly from the outputs from that Excel file. Now you can use this Excel files for the data which you want. Right? It is very clear and it's been exported and using this Microsoft Power. It is also saved in OneDrive. That's a good plan for that. Okay. It is also been saved in the OneDrive, which is very good strategies to understand this. Okay, till now we have seen this tone. Till now we've seen the tone. Now we want to see that role itself also. What kind of role they were suggesting it. So what do you do? I applied. What is I applied? This is a task. And this was your content. And this is your format. And this was your tone. Till now we have done that. Okay, next, what to add this? Okay. Now I was asking to add like an experimental act like an experimental product manager from a leading company. Okay, because we are launching a product itself, so it should look very neat and clean to understand that data. Okay, like an experimental product manager from a leading tech company itself, because we are launching a new product related to the tech. Okay, let's put a full stop. Let's try this. Till now we have add this. What is this task? And this is your content. And this is your format. And this is your tone. And this is role itself. Okay. Okay, this is where we are using this prompt to develop that kind of things. So initial starts from this. Okay, the initial start of is till now we have generated with the 5 responses over there. Okay, for the same point of context which you are asking, that you need to understand. The question initial link is that clear. Okay, we have just that question. We have rewritten that question accordingly. This is your second responses. Okay, this is your second responses, and these becomes your third responses over there. Okay, and this becomes your fourth responses, and this is your fifth responses over there. So that's where for every responses which time you're taken down will be shown here itself. This is 5 out of 5 over there. Okay, sorry, the conversation has reached its limit. Let's start a new chart over there. Why does it happens, guys? Why does it happens? It happens because that I am using a free version of Copilot. Because it is okay for without signing of the version, it is choosing down 4 out 4 of 4 over there. Means 4 prompts you can analyze and give that 4 prompts accordingly. And now you can see that 5 responses. Okay, 5 responses I have taken down till now. You can see that. Okay, this is the first response for that. I'll delete this. Okay, this is my first responses for that. Okay, this is my first responses. Okay, and this is that second responses, and this is the third response. Every time what I'm doing, I'm going for edit option over there. Means rewrite option over there. Okay, the same response, we are linking down that same responses to write the answers for that. Okay, that way that responses is generated. Okay, and this is the fifth responses which we are giving. Okay, for every responses that last you will be having this kind of icon. It tells that it is a responses or a rewriting option which we're choosing out over there. Which we are choosing out that rewrite of the responses or rewriting of the sentences options which you have taken down. Okay, that is where we have used this Copilot to get that responses, and you can see that for first second responses. See that. So till it shows a orange color. See that for third out of 5 responses, it shows orange color. Okay, and again to the fifth responses, it shows red color. That's a reason if it is followed through a red color over there, you can give that an option called as reaching out the limit and chart with a new topic or new chart. I'm not taken only, I've taken the single chart and rewriting that responses for the chart. That's the reason. Now you want to export this, all the content related to it. Let's see that whether it exports or not. Yes, it is exported very clearly on the data itself. Okay, we have an editor's options here where it gives us that any kind of mistakes available for that score. Okay, you can check that out. Okay, here you can see that it is exported very clearly. And okay, this is where we give that prompts based on the task, based on the content, based on the format, and based on the tone, as well as based on the role itself. till now we have seen that based on the rules. And we will also see the tomorrow class based on the examples and how we can generate and give that answers. And also tomorrow we'll see that comparison of different prompts related to the timeline, related to the image generation, and related to the summarization of the text, and related to the summarization based on the YouTube and image also. All that we'll see. And also we'll see what is large language models and how Copilot has an advantage of these large language models, which is in the backend versions, all that. So any other queries you can ask out. Can we get text with the diagram? Yes, of course, you can get with the text with the diagram. Tomorrow class, we're doing that. We'll generate the text with the diagrams, and we'll also see that comparison with the generative AIs, with the different generative AIs. And we'll also check the time also, like based on how much time it is going to generate that. And how accurately that images are generating, like means how much pixel length it has been generating also we'll see. And we'll also see the plagiarism check on that tomorrow class also. How, and also that word counts which they were giving out completely. All that we will exploring that tomorrow. So any other queries, guys, you can ask me. Can give Excel or any other file format as input. Yes, you can give out all that file format and ask for the analysis also. We'll do that. Just please remind me for the tomorrow class. We'll import that data into that Excel file format. Okay. And we'll ask for the analysis itself, like what we have done in the Excel analysis over there. Okay. Like what we have done in the Excel analysis. We'll explore, ask for that kind of analysis in that. Any other queries, guys? And post in the chat. Just one more minute. Any queries? Yeah. Can I explain that bias in LLM? Yeah. Yeah, bias is one kind of context. Or it's a different kind of models in LLMs. Okay. Tomorrow I'll explain that bias in LLM for that. Okay. We have not only the bias, we have a fairness also in LLMs. Okay, when you talk about that bias, okay, this bias as a phenomenon of generating the text from a large language models. Okay, these bias was okay. It's basically tells that bias in LLM is a big harmful thing over there, because it only concentrates to that one kind of prompts. Every time you generate, it been rationalized to one kind of sector itself. Like if I ask you any kind of response to that, okay, the responses coming up every time is a positive responses itself. Okay, whether the content is related to the negative information also, the responses coming out is a positive responses every time. That kind of response is generated by LLM models. Every time the LLM models need to be in a neutral format itself. Okay, the responses, if the information passed out is in the positive side also, it should generate a positive responses. If the information passed out in the negative sense, it should give that in the responses to that of a negative responses. But when we have a bias in the LLM over there, it reflects us to the harmful stereotypes over there. Like it gives that responses in only one context over there. That is not a fair for this large language models. Okay. Right. I think hope today's session is done. I think Chandana is there.
Yes, Arvind. If you are done, means I will wrap up the session.
Yes, I have done that. I think, yeah. Right. Thank you, guys.
Yep. Thank you, Arvind.
Right.
Okay. So, sir and madam, if you have any queries regarding LMS, so certificates, you can let me know in the chat box, or else we'll wrap it up the session. So I hope there is no more questions. Yeah. So okay, it's time for wrapping up the session. Yeah, thank you for joining the session. So I'm sharing the attendance sheet. Please mark your attendance. Anybody missed out the attendance, you can mark your attendance. Yep, thank you. So, Hussein sir, this question is for Arvind. Maybe you can ask tomorrow. Yes, Varsha, I will update the PPT in LMS. Okay, by tomorrow. Okay, then thank you so much. So we'll meet on tomorrow. Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.